You know that feeling when you're playing a video game and the music just swells perfectly with the action? Or when you walk into a store and the playlist just feels right? Well, that's not magic. That is the sound of the future. And believe it or not, it's being written by algorithms and AI. Technology is completely changing the game, not just how we listen to music, but how music itself is even created. So let's dive in.
I mean, just listen to that. That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But it's not. This is the vision that's fueling a revolution in sound. The idea that music can be this living, breathing thing, a personal soundtrack that's literally in sync with you. This is the core of what we're talking about today. But how do we actually get from a static, recorded song to music that, well, listens back to us? The key is this field called algorithmic music. It's where sound is being generated in real time, not just played from a file. And it's a total paradigm shift in what we even think a song can be. Think about it. For more than a century, music has been a fixed thing. It's captured on a record, a tape, a digital file. You play a recording of a symphony, it's going to be the exact same symphony every single time. But with the incredible computing power we have now, that's all changing. Music can be a dynamic process, an ever-evolving stream that a computer generates specifically for one moment, one person, one feeling. And this isn't some far-off theory. No, it's happening all around us right now. We're talking about adaptive soundscapes in offices, from companies like MoodSonic that change with the time of day. Or, get this, in hospitals, where projects like Melamix Health create music that literally syncs with a patient's heart rate to help reduce their anxiety. We see it in video game soundtracks, in fitness apps that match your pace, and even in cutting-edge scientific research where data sonification helps scientists hear the patterns in massive data sets.
Okay, so how is this music actually made? Right now, there are kind of two big philosophies clashing. Let's start with the first one, the more traditional way. You can think of this as the composer as architect.
In this model, the composer uses a clear set of rules and mathematical structures to build the music. It's not that different from the complex mathematical beauty of a Bach fugue. Every single note has a reason to be there. The composer is an architect. They design the entire system, they know the rules inside and out, and they intentionally bend and shape those rules to create their art. And here's the most important part: transparency. The composer is building the music from logical parts that they completely understand. The creative process itself is an act of learning, of discovery. It's all about knowing why that chord progression feels so powerful, and then building it piece by piece with total intention. The code is just the instrument. And let me tell you, this architect has a fascinating set of tools. They're using things like Markov chains to create melodies based on probability, or cellular automata, where incredibly simple rules can explode into beautiful, unpredictable complexity. There are even things called L systems, which generate musical structures using the same rules that plants use to grow. It's this whole world of structured, intentional, and frankly, mind-bending creativity.
Okay, so that's the architect. Now, let's talk about the second approach. This one is newer, it's way more disruptive, and it works on a completely different philosophy. It's time to meet the AI oracle.
So here's the huge difference. Unlike our transparent architect, generative AI is basically a black box. It's been fed millions of songs, and it learns to spit out something that sounds like it fits a certain style. But the internal logic, how it actually got there, is a mystery. A lot of the time, even to the people who designed it.
This idea is captured perfectly by this phrase: the result without the path. You tell the oracle, hey, give me a sad piano piece that sounds like Chopin. And boom, you get it, instantly. But the AI can't tell you why those specific notes create a feeling of sadness. It just gives you the destination, completely skipping the journey.
So this sets up two totally different ways of creating. The architect is all about an analytical, deep approach. They want to dig in and investigate the mechanisms of art. The oracle, on the other hand, offers a pragmatic, rapid approach. It's all about getting a useful result and getting it fast. One is about the process, the other is all about the product. Now, this split between the architect and the oracle, this isn't just some techie detail. It forces us to ask some really, really deep questions about what art is, what knowledge is, and what it even means to be a creator in the first place. And this is the big one. This is the question that keeps a lot of creative people up at night. If an AI can just hand us the result without the path, are we at risk of losing the very skills we gain from walking that path ourselves? I mean, if you can get a perfect imitation in a split second, what's the motivation to spend years learning the fundamentals? This really boils down to a core conflict, the why versus the how. The architect's way is all about the why. It's about intentionality, context, meaning, and the personal growth you get from that creative struggle. The oracle's way is focused on a superficial how. It's about efficiency, getting that final product, and doing it by imitating a style, often bypassing the very process that gives art its soul.
And if we rely too much on the oracle, we risk forgetting something absolutely vital. Like the quote says, art isn't just about the final thing you hang on a wall or listen to. It's an act of discovery. It's the struggle, the happy accidents, the aha moments. That's the human experience that gets embedded deep inside the work itself. So is this it? A fight to the death between human architects and AI oracles? Well, not necessarily. The most exciting future probably isn't about choosing one over the other, but about figuring out a way for them to work together. The best path forward really looks like a kind of human-AI teamwork. So first, the artist uses the AI as a seed, a brainstorming partner to generate new ideas they might have never thought of. Second, the artist acts as the filter, using their own human knowledge, taste, and intention, their why, to pick, choose, and refine what the AI gives them. And finally, you get this synthesis, where the artist is always in the driver's seat, using the tool to make their vision even better, not to replace it. I mean, pioneers like Brian Eno have been using generative ideas like this for decades. So ultimately, it really just comes down to a change in our mindset. If we see AI as a competitor, we're probably going to lose, and we'll just become passive consumers of whatever it spits out. But if we see it as a collaborator, a powerful new kind of instrument, we can use it to amplify our own abilities and push creativity into places it's never been before. And that leaves us with the big challenge for this new age of art. The tech is here, it's powerful, and it's not going anywhere. So the question for every artist, and really for all of us, is how we're going to engage with it. Are we going to use it as a substitute, a shortcut that just bypasses what makes art human? Or are we going to learn how to wield it as a tool that amplifies our uniquely human search for meaning, for connection, and for discovery? The sound of tomorrow really does depend on that answer.